एक्चुअली आई एम नॉट श्योर कि आपको इसकी आवाज़ आ रही है या नहीं. आई एम नॉट श्योर, बट दिस इज़ द बुक विच आई एम गोइंग टू रीड. दिस आई विल ट्राई कि थोड़ी छोटी है, 3 मिनट के अंदर विल try to finish it. Okay, the main idea is about Stephen Hawking's childhood and till his death. Stephen Hawking की पूरी कहानी है इसमें, which deal with his own of all of his life. So it deals with childhood, which is the first article of his. उसके अपने articles हैं. Oxford and Cambridge, my experience with AL lesson, page 12. उसके बाद public attitude with science. उसके बाद 25 number page के ऊपर a brief history of history and my position and the end of sight. Einstein's dream. Einstein इसका सबसे ज़्यादा exciting मुझे लगता है part. And the origin of the universe. उसके बाद the black holes and baby universe, is everything determined. उसके बाद the future of universe, और ये 127 के ऊपर I think. और उसके बाद desert of the islands, ये इसका interview है last के अंदर. To give an overview of the book, childhood के अंदर इसने अपने for example like he told about, because he was born in the UK, he was born in England, UK. So page 2 से इसकी कहानी शुरू होती है, that he says that his sister Philippa, who used to be with her in Glasgow is the part of UK, and he says that in his war in Highgate, where he used to be in the Victorian house, where he would play, and he sometimes damaged some places as well, and read by the Victorian house, he explains by the Byron house. Then he shifted at that place, when they shifted to the Byron house, and he dreamed of something, and it was the dream of everything because, but he says, and he also says that Queen Mary was his ideal. That's he says on the page number 3 about the book. Actually मैंने इस बुक को पढ़ लिया था, इसलिए मैं इसका आपको समरिकली बयान कर रहा हूँ. So the intellectual, he says that St. Alban School के अंदर he used to live, St. Alban School, that he explains in page number 6, because that every basic points which I am telling you, जो basic points होते हैं बुक के जो पेज के ऊपर, for example which I tell you, like he told about on page 7 about Nisan page, is Nisan is the barrel point of the lived of America, of the Majorca is a Spain dictator, which was very similar to Hitler, and explains about that person, that he was the person who made my intentions and diversion toward biology, and he was interested in biology. He wasn't a physicist, to be exact, शुरुआत के अंदर, and then he converted into a physicist. ये बात इसने जब बयान की, उसके बाद आई थिंक इसमें टाइम ज़्यादा लगता है. ALS उसकी जो बीमारी थी शुरू हुई. Basically, the book starts with the fourth chapter, which is page 25, and it's deal with public attitude towards science, and it explains that book at 100 years back, and he says that he was born 400 years after, exactly on the death date of Galileo Galilei. ये born इसकी थी अपनी Stephen Hawking की date of birth. He says that. उसके बाद he says a brief history. This is one he talks about. Yani the main idea about the book is that, because I'm reading the book, it is that in 1982, he says that when he had a daughter as well, and he couldn't even afford the school fees of his daughter. So I would try to do it in 5 minutes, so इसलिए थोड़ा सा मैं ब्रीज कर रहा हूँ. तो इसको कहते हैं ब्रॉन्ज की टेलीस्कोप. इसने फर्स्ट बाय की थी ब्रॉन्ज की टेलीस्कोप. इसके अंदर बयान करता है दैट ही बॉट द फर्स्ट टेलीस्कोप टू बी द ब्रॉन्ज की टेलीस्कोप. उसके बाद मैथमेटिकली इसने मैथमेटिक्स के अंदर, बिकॉज ही वॉज एन एक्सपर्ट ऑफ दैट, ही हैड अ डॉटर एट दैट टाइम एज वेल. एक्सप्लेन्स दैट ऑन पेज 31. So उसके बाद I think I should move to the next chapter, and the next chapter deals with the basic idea of the book, which is the most important point. In the end of the theoretical physicist. The theoretical physicist is a set of local laws. इसके अंदर 3 important points हैं that are obeyed in various physical instruments. The point 1, the point 2, the set of boundary of the conditions. ये point 2 इसके अंदर the set of boundary of the condition है. ये 2 points है, तो it was the most basic points, the set of boundaries and the physical laws which are mentioned by Stephen Hawking. ये उसकी beginning थी, उसकी theory की beginning थी. और उसके बाद स्टीफन हॉकिंग ने अपनी जो थ्योरी पेश की थी, as I'm just reading the book, I will tell you the Einstein's dream was his game changer. And it is on page 62, as I can say that page 62, even if is the critique. He actually started with a critique, as he explains on page 78, that it was his critique which he first time wrote on the theory of relativity, which was a theory of course, Einstein. And Einstein dreams, he led that Einstein's dream, as in the second paragraph on page 78 explains that Aristotle, who came in Einstein's theory, basically was the person could uh, who could go up to the 20th century. That he explains in page 80. And then going on to the last part of the book, to make it show, I think, as the book says, is the quantum mechanics, as I told you, the books and and basically the page 91 of that, which tells you the books of the chapter. This is after the most important chapter, I would say, the last point where he says about the quantum mechanics, and the what who deals with the quantum mechanical theories which were presented by Einstein. He critiqued those theories in on page 96. For example, he explains the Max Planck equation, जो कि मेरे जहन में think 6.62 into 10 raised to power 27 minus 27. That was the ratio. That was the only equation being proposed by him on page 96. That's the main point. Quantum mechanics comprehensively. That was they ask. It is also been presented in the Princeton University. इसके बाद it is also presented in the University of indicated win stated university. Black Horn Baby University, ये वही बुक का एक पार्ट चैप्टर है. ये मैं पहले पढ़ चुका हूँ, इसलिए I will not do any cheating on that. ये पहले हो चुका है, and the future next book भी पहले हो चुकी है. I think that would be it.